What's up, guys? Back on YouTube. I have a quick Q&A video, and I've been waiting to save. I've been waiting to release a video like this until I gathered up some questions so I could start a series where, I don't know, maybe twice a week I could do a Q&A, and I've built up a bunch of questions, and basically every one of these videos is gonna have 10 questions. It's gonna vary from everything from like short answers to maybe some long answers that need explanations, but yeah. So it's gonna be 10 questions per video. So I got my 10 questions right here. These were mostly taken off email and Instagram and YouTube comments. Real quick, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's gonna be Frankie Pro Fitness, and if you want to follow me on YouTube, it's gonna be Frankie Pro Fitness. So first question: how tall are you? I'm 5'9", 5'10" with a faux hawk. Simple as that. 5'10" and a half with a faux hawk. With Air Maxes and faux hawk, 6 feet. So 6 feet. What car do you drive that makes that loud noise? I assume that you're referring to the vlogs. It's a Chevy Cobalt, and it's not the SS. It's just a regular Chevy Cobalt. Modded a little bit. Nothing special. It's still slow as fuck. Just a little, little more reputable, if you will. But yeah, it's just a Chevy Cobalt, and I have made it a goal to save up and get a 350Z. Watch me get that done too. So the Chevy Cobalt with an exhaust intake, then some other general mods like headlights, downpipe. What else I got in there? I put the SS spoiler on it, dropped it on springs, whatever. You guys get the point. What show am I doing, and what class? So I guess that's 2 questions, but I'll count it as 1. I am 16 weeks out. The show that I'm doing is called UFE Fury. UFE is actually one of the most notable natural organizations, and it's on June 18th. I will be competing in, as of now, men's physique. Depending on, as I get leaner and I see where my legs are, I want to try classic physique. But I do have till May to decide. So most likely going to be men's physique, but I want to really get into physique classic, so I'm going to be slamming my legs for the next couple of weeks. So there's that. Question 3 is over. Question 4: what supplements do I take, and what do I recommend? So that's another 2 questions that I'll count as 1. Supplements I take: Fat Burner Super HD. I'm actually resting my camera on some more. We got Alpha Aminos, BCAAs, creatine. We got a multivitamin. Then we got some BioGrow fish oil, some whey by Cellucor, and we actually have a lot more in my car and in my gym bag. In my gym bag we have pre-workout. We have Yohimbine, which is a fat burner that you take during cardio. I have missing something. Oh, Hemovol, which is a pump product, and I'm missing one more. What is it? I don't know. But I have a video of all the supplements I'm taking and a review on all of them, which you guys could check out in my videos. As of what I recommend, all I recommend is creatine, a multivitamin, and some fish oil. Those are 3 essential things. You don't need protein. You can just eat protein. You don't need a fat burner. You don't need BioGrow. You don't need pre-workout. You don't need any of that. But it would be very, very helpful to have creatine, a multivitamin, and some fish oil. Those are the 3 basic, very helpful, very supportive supplements. How much are diet plans? Okay, so I do offer online coaching. I offer diet plans and exercise plans. Generally, I do $100 for diet plan, $100 for workout plan, and I'll do both of them together for $80. So I can negotiate. I'm not gonna say what I usually am selling them for. Just a standard is 100. But if we talk about it and I feel like, oh, the argument is swaying me, I will lower the price. Just because it's not like I'm over cluttered with a bunch of clients. I have room for like another 5 people. But yeah, so those are the prices. 100 for diet plan, 100 for workout plan are both for $80. So it sounds weird, but hey, if it sounds good, then jump on it. Question 6. What am I studying? I'm actually going to school. Right now, just knocking out gen eds, but actually after this semester, I'm going to be transferring to a university to pursue nutrition and dietetics. I actually want to be a registered dietitian. It's not all I want to do in life, but that is what I want to, at the top of the chain. I do also plan on opening a few businesses. In short, I want to open up my own dietitian firm, maybe a clinic. And other than that, maybe like a clothing line for my fitness supporters, or my supporters in general. Who knows what the future holds? It could be anything, honestly. But yeah, that's what I'm studying. How much sodium do you take in to hold less water? I hate when people ask these kind of questions, but I'll answer anyways. There's a very long scientific answer. All I'm going to say is it doesn't matter how much sodium you're eating. Same with people ask about sugar, people ask about sodium, people ask about anything because they like to overcomplicate things. The truth is, sodium doesn't matter, sugar doesn't matter. The only time it matters is if you have a pre-existing condition that causes you to have to watch that stuff. So, hypertension, you have to watch your sodium. Diabetes, you have to watch your sugar. But let's say you eat fruits. You eat a lot of fruits. Your sugar is going to be high at the end of the day. Does that mean stop eating fruit? No, it does not mean stop eating fruit. You should be eating a lot of fruit. So basically what I do with sodium, I like to keep the levels consistent through the week so that your weight is not fluctuating and throwing you off. Sodium is actually good. It helps you get a pump. It helps nutrient partitioning. It helps mineral storage. You shouldn't have to limit sodium. Water retention is all about how much fat you have in your body. Fat is stored in the subcutaneous layer. That's basically where all your fat is stored. Once you're getting lean, the water's not gonna have much to stick around on if you aren't carrying fat. So don't overcomplicate it. Eat your food, eat your sodium, eat your sugar. If you're just eating like an average human, you're not gonna be in any dangerous levels. That's it. It doesn't fucking matter. How many meals a day? How many meals a day do I eat, or how many meals should someone... Okay. How many meals a day do I eat? It can average from 3 to 6 to 8. It's all focused around my daily numbers, my macros. Every day. Actually, I have another question. So I'm gonna just answer this as I eat 3 to 6 times a day, depending on what's more convenient for me. So, adding on to this question, what is your macro ratio? This is also a long answer, but I'm going to give it to you. So, everyone has a set number of macros. Depending on if you're bulking and cutting, the number is going to be higher or lower. Right now I'm cutting, so my macros are 180 protein, 200 carbs, and 70 grams of fat. So I did not get those numbers off of a ratio. Macros should be configured with actual mathematical formulas that are actually proven for the specific macros. Essential rule for protein is 1 gram per pound of body weight. The essential rule for fat is 0.49 grams per pound of body weight. Once you calculate the calories that you'll get from that, you subtract them from your maintenance, and that will give you your carbs. I can make a video to go more in depth about that if you guys didn't get that, but the answer to this question, what is my ratio, is there is no ratio. I use the formula that everyone should be using to configure their macros. So the last one's the longest question, which is I've noticed you eat a lot of Quest bars. Why do you prefer Quest? I've seen many other protein bars that have more protein. Okay, this kid sounds like he just started lifting, and that's fine. I used to be just like that. I'm sure a lot of people are like this. The reason I eat a lot of Quest bars, and I don't even think I eat a lot of Quest bars, but when I have a snack, I will eat a Quest bar for the simple fact that they taste good and they have a lot of fiber. One Quest bar has 17 grams of fiber. That's very, very exceptional. It's a very good count of fiber. If you guys don't know, you should be having 10 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories you eat. So if you're eating 3,000, you want 30 grams of fiber at least. If you're eating 2,000 calories, you want 20 grams of fiber or higher, you know? So, I mean, they taste good, help you hit your fiber. What more can you ask for? They're a bit pricey, but hey, you gotta pay more for better quality. So that concludes the Q&A video. Thanks for watching. Hit you with the flex real quick, because people like that. Maybe I should have been in gym clothes. I'm not. Oh well. Q&A video 2 will be coming out soon. I have another 10 questions. Keep sending in these questions so I can keep making videos like this. I actually prefer making videos to help out the general public. Thanks for watching, and go crush your fucking workouts.